It's a beautiful Friday night, and yet again, we have another spectacular edition of Trendz Live. We kickstart the show at an exciting theatre outing that caters for the entire family, the Private Presley ballet production. We then unpack an art and worship night taking place as we sit down with gospel musician Khaya Mthethwa taking us through this experience. A shopping mall in the West Rand comes to life as we navigate how deaf people get through their shopping sprees. The Free State was an absolute buzz as Ficksburg celebrates the cherry harvesting season with a Sunday Soul session, the Cherry Festival. And my, oh my, what a fabulous time. Definitely lots more to look forward to as we've got a jam-packed show just for you.
Oh yes, coming to you live from Auckland Park, Johannesburg on this Feel Good Friday. Welcome to Trendz Live on SABC News. I'm Mthethwa, but you can call me Mne. It's another evening of lifestyle, culture and music entertainment. Listen, we've got a killer lineup on the way for you today, ranging from theatre performances to bridal advice, and veteran Ringo Madlingozi is in the building. Connect with us on X and let us know how you are enjoying the show. Our handle is @Trendz on SABC. Listen, so much to do, so little time, but I promise you we're going to get through it all. We kickstart the show this way by catching you up on things that went down in the world of entertainment this week. Have a look.
In news-making headlines around the world, the original bag custom-made for actress Jane Birkin, which became one of the era-defining designs of the 20th century, was revealed in Tokyo recently by the Japanese company that purchased it for a record of $10 million at Sotheby's auction in Paris earlier this year. According to fashion law, the first Birkin bag was born when the Franco-British actress and singer sat next to Hermès executive Jean-Louis Dumas on a flight in 1984 and told him she needed a stylish yet functional bag as a young mother. Dumas immediately sketched out the rectangular handbag with a dedicated space for baby bottles. The company made that one for her, then started selling smaller versions to the public. The design became a hit and has helped fuel the growth of the fashion brand. The Birkin bag will soon be unveiled to the public and displayed at the Japanese luxury resale brand store in Tokyo Zoo. Fans sang along recently in Los Angeles to celebrate the 20th century orchestra concert of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which features music from the popular 2005 animated Nickelodeon series. Some of the concert music features the Agni Kai, battle music, and the campy song Secret Tunnel. DiMartino and Konietzko spent 2 years creating a live-action adaptation of the first Avatar series for Netflix until parting ways with the studio in 2020, explaining that creative differences caused them to depart the project. The art installation Forest Winterlight is setting the mood for the Christmas season like only Berlin can. Visitors can skate on an ice rink plunged in an ever-changing light show to the electronic beats composed by the Dutch artist Chris Kuchen. From the ceiling they hang disco balls and 600 Christmas trees upside down. The music intended to retell the stories of this season, from footsteps in the snow to the excitement that children have on Christmas. An immersive art space in Kyoto is offering new experiences to visitors from across Japan and around the world, designed to dissolve the boundary between the observer and the artwork, as its founder seeks to expand human perceptions. The exhibition, entitled Team Lab Biovortex Kyoto, the latest and largest permanent museum in the country created by Japan's art collective, presents more than 50 immersive digital artworks spanning 10,000 square meters. One of the highlights is an installation called Morphing Contium and is made up of countless floating and glowing spheres. The monumental sculpture emerges from the ground and drifts in mid-air, constantly shifting and rotating in response to the movements of visitors and the conditions of the surrounding space. The new venue already attracted a diverse audience from children to the elderly, many of whom leave surprised by the emotional intensity and physical immersion of the experience. And that's all we have in store for you this week on the latest news around the globe.
Love it. Now, here's a fantastic outing idea for the whole family. Monte Casino is abuzz with excitement as throngs attend Mzansi Ballet's year-end production. Showcasing Sean Bovum's Private Presley, the ballet is a newly reimagined version of the popular ballet, originally about the iconic music legend Elvis Presley. Trendz producer Didi Ntlemokeleti couldn't miss the show to find out how ballet can be fused with rock and roll tunes and, a bit of spice. Have a look.
As if in a time machine bouncing back to the 1950s, the stage comes alive. Clad in funky attires, it becomes evident that the days of Elvis Presley were blissful, extravagant, and endearing. This ballet interpretation explores various aspects of the icon's private life, a narrative well-deserving of a production.
Showcasing Sean Bovum's Private Presley Ballet was such an easy decision because Elvis Presley is an incredible icon. He truly was the king of rock and roll. He had made so many movies, he had sung so many songs, and he really made such a huge impact on white and black lives through his music. And I think that is what we were trying to capture with this particular ballet.
It's an exciting mixture of elements that are intricately woven together. One marvels at the costume creations, choreography, and the carefully intended cast.
So when we decide on which cast we need to do, we have to consider storytelling as one of the most important aspects, because that's why people come to the ballet. They come to be transported into a world of wonderment, of forgetting everything that challenges them outside. And so Jorge, when you look at him, immediately he looks like Elvis Presley. He really immediately has Elvis Presley in his pocket.
Elvis Presley was very colorful and very happy, and he likes party, he likes women. Elvis was very flamboyant and used a lot of colors, a lot of bright. He was a rock star all the time, so he always wanted to have the attention of everything. So he liked so much the jewelry, the bright, even the luxury things, And when I put that, I feel very like I am the rock star. My favorite is this one because obviously it's the more iconic jumpsuit that he has. This jumpsuit was designed because he went or he did a lot of karate. So for me, it's a dream that I can fit in this costume.
Angela Revi, also a revered choreographer, plays the role of Presley's sweetheart Priscilla, gracefully reflecting also on Presley's family life and some of her challenges with the star.
So it's quite nice because usually in a ballet, you just play one moment in somebody's life. And in this ballet, we go from 14-year-old Priscilla that first sees Elvis, and has that innocent schoolgirl love, to their entire journey. So it's a nice ballet to do because you get to experience the growth and the entire story. Well, in our ballet, she doesn't really show so much in the forefront. We more portraying their love story. So, and the struggles she went through knowing that he was with other women. Sean's choreography, I must say, it's such a fun ballet, a rock and roll ballet. There's moments where you can just let loose and dance with your partner and not think about anything except for that connection, and the enjoyment we have on stage with the cast. But then also it comes to the pas de deux where you get those technical aspects, the big lifts, the classical ballet with the point shoes on. So it's quite a mixture, but it's really works well.
With live singers, the audience is magically bound to rock and roll. Capturing the spirit of the time, the show also remains deeply rooted in the emotional sentiments of the legend's music.
So Presley recorded more than 300 songs. So that's a huge body of work. And then we had to see what the audience would be able to remember and expect, but we always try and work in a little bit of a surprise here and there. So his music is unbelievably timeless. And that's what brings people back. His music can move young and old equally. And I think that's what we achieve in the end with this ballet.
The show presents a powerful journey through the triumphs, relationships, and tribulations of the king of rock and roll. An unforgettable tribute to a cultural icon brought to life through the beauty and power of ballet.
Ah, man, truly incredible. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break, but when we come back, we visit Khaya Mthethwa and have a chat with the legendary Tatu Ringo Madlingozi. But to give you a prelude of what to expect, here he is now performing Unoyongo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ringo Madlingozi. Enjoy.
Sibulawa yindoni na sipiti piti yimali. Omunyu tengo munyu mulali. Ipi imali kama cool. Itatwe kubani na. Omunyu komo munye busweni. Kubano vali nango. Kubano ngavumi singene. Omunyu komo munye lishweni. Sibulawa yindoni na sipiti piti lukuku. Omunyu tengo munyu mulali. Kunoyongo lo, kunoyongo ma, kunoyongo. Ziklaba zahlukane. Kunoyongo lo, kunoyongo ma, kunoyongo. Ziklaba zahlukane. Sibulawa yindoni na sipiti piti yimali. Omunyu tengo munyu mbulali. Ipi imali kama cool. Itatwe kubani na. Omunyu komo munye busweni. Kubano vali nango. Kubano ngavumi singene. Omunyu komo munye lishweni. Sibulawa yindoni na sipiti piti lukuku. Omunyu tengo munyu mbulali. Kunoyongo lo, kunoyongo ma, kunoyongo. Ziklaba zahlukane. Kunoyongo lo, kunoyongo ma, kunoyongo. Ziklaba zahlukane. Ungavumi mama nawe, na ungumntu. Ungavumi dada nawe, na uyindoda. Omunyu tengo munyu mbulali. Sibulawa yindoni na sipiti piti yimali. Omunyu tengo munyu mbulali. Ipi imali kama cool. Itatwe kubani na. Omunyu komo munye busweni. Kubano vali nango. Kubano ngavumi singene. Omunyu komo munye lishweni. Sibulawa yindoni na sipiti piti lukuku. Omunyu tengo munyu mbulali. Unoyongo lo, unoyongo ma, unoyongo. Ziklaba zahlukane. Unoyongo lo, unoyongo ma, unoyongo. Ziklaba zahlukane. Ngibale kantoni na zingokheli. Toye kantoni na
welcome back to the show. You're still watching Trends live on SABC News. Here's this now, an anticipated evening that promises to give gospel music lovers a special encounter with God. A worship night like no other that will take place in the East Rand featuring renowned and award-winning gospel musicians. Trends live producer Randy Tubane sat down with Khaya Mthethwa as they take us through this phenomenal event. Have a look.
The second edition of the Art and Worship Live Experience is here. I sat down with multi-award-winning gospel artist Khaya Mthethwa as we start off by unpacking his spiritual journey and gospel music.
I don't think I chose gospel, but gospel chose me, firstly, and I think that it's a purpose thing, it's a calling thing, it's how I'm wired, you know, it's everything I know. I come from a family of pastors. I grew up in church. It's not always a smooth sailing, you know. As one grows, you evolve, you become. There are certain things that you are holding on to, you have to let go. There are certain things that you have to start adapting because you realize that I'm no longer that man. This is what God has called me to do.
This live experience consists of important elements that blend together art, worship, and creativity. Khaya takes us through how these three actually connect, as well as the process of putting the event together.
I've always wrestled with art and worship all my life because I've always been an artist and I've always been a worshiper. And I was raised in a community where these two almost don't come together. And I believe that I've come to the place in my career, in my calling, where I believe these two can merge. We're in a society and in a nation that's highly creative. Africans are one of the most brilliant minds that you'll ever meet in the world because of our creativity, the way we dance, the way we sing. And I think that the church has excluded art from the whole worship experience. But I feel like we've missed out on a lot of who God is because God is an artist through and through. And this has been the hardest record I've ever. About a month ago, I almost quit on it because things were just not coming together. There's too many roadblocks. There's just too much happening. There's no money to do it. There's no sponsorship to do it. People have pulled out. It's been a faith work. It's been like, okay, I'm trusting you. You know, my father once said that when storms hit you, you always have to have an anchor. And it's that anchor that you might sway left or right, but that anchor is actually the true place where that boat is standing.
We then talk a little bit about what to expect from this amazing worship night. Featured on the lineup are gospel powerhouses Takindo, Hle, Once More Six, Yanga, and Kolimwang. Absolutely beautiful.
For me, once people start walking into that room, there's something about corporate worship that there's a presence about it. Scripture says, you know, God dwells in the praises of his people. Scripture tells us that how good and how pleasant it is when brethren dwell together in unity. So that there's power, there's anointing in unity. There are things that you can never achieve on your own in a worship session. All those people, I've got history with them. They're not just artists to me, they are my brothers and sisters. I look at Yanga for an example. I was there when she sang Umkhulu Msebenzi on her closing night on Idols. It's a huge story for us.
Mthethwa has also been doing free worship masterclasses around Johannesburg. He has about 15 years doing community work, and it's a different experience all the time.
I'm a bit older now, and I think that music is no longer just about me and what I want. It's now about who can I invest in, who's coming up after me. I can't be on stage all my life, you know, and I want to start raising. I've met incredible young people that would inbox me, hey, could you mentor me? Hey, could you just, and I felt like, let's bring these people together in one room. We had an amazing session in Soweto. We had an amazing session in the Benoni area, in the East Rand area. Just, you know, like hundreds of worship teams.
As he celebrates his birthday soon, he expresses what his biggest gift this year has been: overcoming challenges, celebrating milestones, and appreciating the support he's received.
I told my wife that the biggest, I'm gonna catch myself now, the biggest gift for me for my birthday was finding her. And it's like God restoring me at the highest level, like the greatest pain of my life. has become the greatest joy of my life. There's nothing that I look forward to than going home to her.
Love, light, art, worship, creativity, and spirit. A tremendous combination of the beauty that is. It's been a lovely day. Khaya Mthethwa, keep on keeping on.
Yebo ngiyabona, yebo ngiyakholwa. Oh, kulumsebenzi owenzayo kulenda, yebo ngiyabona.
Mkhulu Msebenzi indeed, and sticking with the theme of music, you heard him earlier with his song Unoyongo. He's certainly one of Africa's most luminous music icons, and now he's here, he's on tour with his latest album Ikhwelo, which promises to remind us of what a phenomenal artist he is. This is Ringo Madlingozi, and this festive season, his music will be thrilling crowds on home grounds, also in celebration of his birthday. He joins us now on Trendz Live to discuss what he has been up to. Khadebe molo.
Khadebe, siyabulele.
Niphilile?
Siyaphila Khadebe. Ngibona umhle.
Enkosi. Bo Khadebe banjena mo siyayazi. Tata, I have to speak to you, man. Look, your music has resonated with audience throughout generations. I mean, I'm a younger generation. I know my mom is a fan. How have you managed to stay relevant, till 2025?
Well, as you say, Khadebe, my music is loved by great-grandparents and grandparents and parents and boys and girls. Look, my music deals with emotions, everyday emotions, love and trials and tribulations that people go through. So it is bound to be relevant every day.
Oh, yeah. I love the fact that you mentioned that, because I was going to say, you sing to the heart, man. You serenade the heart. And I have to then ask you, because now you've got a latest offering, Ikhwelo.
Yes.
How is that different from all the other things that you've done, or is it not different?
It's very different. Ikhwelo, first of all, Ikhwelo deals with, as I said, with emotions that we are familiar with, and the trials and tribulations that we encounter every day. And on Ikhwelo, I have, I added a trumpet, a trombone, and a saxophone to add, that spice that you don't. And of course, I made sure that I've cut the guitar, off on about 9 songs. So it's a fresh, sound. And of course, look, Ikhwelo is all about love, is all about unity. And then there are also some comedy in it.
Oh, I must say, I think maybe that's why you're relevant, because you keep reinventing yourself. I mean, who would have thought that you would cut the guitar from 9 songs? That's bold, but I know we're going to love it. Sure. Look, you are celebrating your birthday soon on home soil. You've been on the Ikhwelo tour. Where have you taken the album, and where to next?
Well, first I started the Ikhwelo tour in Kabeja. At the boardwalk, and then I moved to Matlosane at the Rio Convention Center. Now I'm going to Cape Town on the 12th of the 12th, which is on my birthday.
Yes.
And of course, and there we'll finish everything in East London, Emonti, on the 16th at the Buffalo Park Cricket Stadium. Look, that's where we'll have the best year-end celebration. And there I'll be performing more than I've ever performed, like 2 or 3 hours, Wow. It will depend, because every time I go and only perform, and I find that people want more of what I have, but I'm only given an hour or even less.
Yeah.
So now I promise to give the people the best, and of course, thereafter, early next year, we are going back again at the Carnival City. Remember, early this year we did Ringo Valentine Experience 1. So next year, 14th December, 14th February, again, Ringo Valentine Experience 2. It's happening.
Mamela Khatebe, I'm actually so jealous, because I'm not going to be in Cape Town on the 12th of the 12th, but it's fine.
You can meet us in
I can maybe meet you in Montine. I think that's a good idea. Look, I have to ask you, Ikhwelo addresses some social issues that are happening in our country now. Maybe you could explain to me a bit more quickly before I let you go and I let you perform. What are some of those social issues that Ikhwelo touches on?
Well, Ikhwelo touches on the killings that our brothers and sisters are doing to each other. And it talks about the self-love that is lost. Now there is self-hate. And of course, it deals with, you know, it's, people are having, you know, it's hard for them to carry on living. So now, Ikhwelo music is there to ease and, you know,
and to find a ground where we can all resonate.
We have to find, you know, a music that will soothe their painful hearts.
I love that. I love that. Khatebe, before I let you go, look, you are a veteran. You are celebrated, like we said, across generations. You're incredible. Talk to me about how you want to be remembered. One day when you look back, and I mean, surely you do now, you know, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as that guy who came with the songs that were full of love and through these people's hearts. And of course, as in my, you know, purpose in life, my purpose is to use the power, love, and wisdom of the universe to create music that heals.
Oh, and that's exactly what we get from you, music that heals. I'm going to stop talking now because I, and along with the rest of the country, cannot wait to hear you perform. Thank you so much for stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is now with his track titled Unomsa. Please enjoy.
Udakumbile kodwa andikwazi ukwenza ngakumbi bekumnandi silapha kodwa ndiyaqonda uyavumelana nam kuba kufuneka sihambe ndikude nawe kodwa tsalunxeba nzoba nawe awukhumbula nomsa vuka sambe vuka sambe awonina ilanga phumi nomsa vuka sambe vuka sambe awonina ilanga phumile komthunzi welanga mna nawe nomsa jonga kaloku lixesha lokuhamba nokuba kunjani na kufuneka sihambe nomsa yazi kuba uhlala kude na.
Welcome back to the show. You're still watching Trendz live on SABC News. Now, an arts college, one of South Africa's most dynamic creative arts and media institutions, is charting a bold new era for education with its campaign, We Create Stars, create your future, create your story, create your career. Star Quality Arts College is making its mark by redefining what it means to study the arts by empowering the next generation of storytellers, creators and industry leaders to thrive in the fast evolving creative economy. We're joined in studio this evening by seasoned actress and the co-founder of this institution, Zinzi Zungu, as well as emerging actress and performing arts students Ntwentle Kumete, as we unpack the spectacular journey and the work that they've put in. Ladies, welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, thanks for stopping by. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thanks so much.
I feel like a thorn amongst the roses.
Definitely, that you are.
Zinzi, I'll start with you. Talk to us about why you and Miranda saw it fit to start this particular initiative.
You know, we studied in an arts college, and I think when we both left, there were so many things that we were like, we don't know, and we wish somebody had actually given us that information. So we were like, okay, there's a gap here in the market for people who want to train, but not just train to become actors, scriptwriters, producers, but to kind of integrate themselves in the industry and also understand the business of the arts, which is something so integral. I think a lot of people take it for granted. And that was one of the reasons why we thought it's really important. We have the talent management side of our company, but now to take people who are coming into this atmosphere and help them prepare for the industry in the correct way, understand contracts, understand tax, as well as obviously get professional training in whatever they're doing.
100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, I must say, as an industry practitioner myself, it's so important to understand the business of the industry.
Oh, yes.
Talk to us about why it's important to bridge that gap between your talent and industry opportunity, because they might come around, but you find that you're not prepared, so then you miss that opportunity.
So one of the things that we pride ourselves in is giving our students real life opportunities. So you're not just studying and then going out into the industry and kind of going, what am I doing now? Whilst you're studying with us, we're making sure you're getting mentored. We're making sure that industry professionals are the ones who are teaching you, who are giving you master classes, as well as getting opportunities if you're an actor to audition, to be on set, if you're a scriptwriter to step into a writer's room, if you're a producer to intern at production companies. The opportunity and the blessing that we have with the agency is that we have those connections, and those connections have helped us build this real life industry integration. This is real life. You're not just walking out going, I have no kind of understanding of what this industry is. By the time you're trained, you're like, oh, listen, I'm ready.
I know what this is.
I got this.
I know what a call sheet is.
I know exactly what I'm doing here.
It's incredible. Ntwentle, I want to come to you. You're 17 years old. My goodness me. Why acting? What sparked this passion for you? Because, I mean, people are saying actors are poor. People are saying, hey, there's no money in the industry.
It's their passion.
The fire that burns within you.
But more than anything, I think I've always been a very confident child. And growing up in a situation with like an only mother, you know, I had to learn how to speak up for myself and so on and so forth. So, you know, got into high school, stepped into grade 10, and, you know, I took drama, and I've never thought that that's not where that's not a place I'm supposed to be. I don't know, I just love acting. It's a passion for me. I love storytelling. I think it is important to tell stories that are untold and, you know, share awareness also more than anything. I thrive in that a lot. Like,
clock it. I love that. I love that. Let's talk about Star Quality Creative Arts College. How has that contributed towards your growth?
So I started Star Quality before, like I was in the agency before I got into the school. So I won't lie, first time being on said, hey, it was kind of tricky because I genuinely didn't know much. That is the truth. But the minute I took the initiative to say to myself that I want to go to this college because they bring in the business side, they bring in TV, and I will learn all of these things in one. So learning at SQ right now, I am more confident that I can say for sure. I know what set looks like. I know what a call sheet is. I know when they say cut, where I stand, where this. You know, those are all things that I was not informed about. And getting into SQ now also, learning from industry professionals has been the greatest thing because we actually get masterclasses on
100%.
those and one-on-ones.
100%.
And that's a feeling that you don't actually get like on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could say that like I'm safe where I'm at and I'm happy. So,
I love that. I love that. Zinzi, back to you. Look, social media is taking over, and this is how people are now finding their way into the industry. And there's this big conflict about, oh, they're not trained, this, that, and the other. But I find it that people are using social media as a way because others can't afford to do something like this. How does, before I get into trouble, how does star quality help there? Say now I'm super, super talented and I want to get involved. How do I get in touch with you and how do I make this happen?
So the wonderful thing about the digital world that we live in, right, is that you have the opportunity to have access to so much. As Star Quality, we don't just do training just at the college. We also have online classes. We also have weekend classes. So if you have a full-time job, you can also be able to do that. But I think that a lot of people forget that there are some people who have a natural flair and talent, right? And we actually do have influencers who have come into the business and kind of gone, this is a passion for me, where do I go? A lot of people need to be mentored and guided in the industry. You may have talent and that's amazing, but that does not replace the training part. Because do you know how to, as she said, the jargon on set, do you know how to actually, because when you're standing with an industry professional, trust and believe it will show.
And they are there to work.
Exactly.
And that will be the end.
There's no time.
Oh man, it's incredible. Thank you so much guys for stopping by. It's Star Quality Creative Arts College. You can find them on social media. I'm sure you can look Usisi Zinzi Zungu up and you just get in touch with them if you want to get into the industry and this is a path that you want to follow. Here's a heartwarming story now. This Disability Awareness Month, shopping in a mall can really be fascinating and it really is something that can be fun for the entire family. But have you ever wondered how deaf people navigate during shopping sprees? Look, the inability to hear or communicate in public spaces can be daunting for the deaf, but thanks to an app and a QR code scanning system, deaf people are able to seek assistance almost everywhere. Trendz went shopping at Clearwater Mall west of Johannesburg with two amazing ladies to explore the beauty of shopping through the aid of technology. Let's navigate with them.
Maneuvering how to find a quiet, suitable restaurant for herself during her shopping spree in a big mall. Meet Uvini Gounden, a deaf person who enjoys shopping. While the information desk is where most of us would go, her experience requires the use of an app to obtain information.
From here, she's gonna go straight and then past the PlayStations, and then it will be on her left.
The biggest challenge that I faced was language, because my mom and her family learned sign language, and so that I could communicate with them. So we had not the official sign language, but a home sign language. But then when I go out in life, that is where the challenges comes in, because I couldn't communicate with them. So I had to navigate through life and find a way to communicate. So either through gestures or writing and so forth. And it was a challenge because I didn't use full sentences.
Atia Asmal was born deaf, facing challenges from a very tender age.
I'm the third or fourth generation within my family being deaf. My grandparents, my parents, everybody's deaf. When we go out to banks or to shops, when we have to communicate with hearing people, then my parents will look at us, that's also deaf, and then we would try to lip read and then explain to our parents.
As Atia Asmal shops, the use of scanning a CONVO QR code becomes a helpful tool. She logs on and requests a live virtual interpreter who speaks and uses sign language while the shop assistant listens to the voice on the cell phone or iPad. This app, she believes, also saved her deaf father's life.
Okay, perfect. What is this for? I don't know, what is the size?
My father is also deaf, as I said before, and he had a heart attack. So we were all in a panic, so we went to the hospital. So the nurse then said, wait. I said, okay, we're deaf, and then I linked to the app. And then the nurses at the hospital never saw the app before, so there was no time for me to explain to them how to use the app. So they grabbed the phone and wanted to use it as a telephone. And then I said, no, I need to see the interpreter. And then luckily the interpreter that was online explained to them that you need to give the phone to the deaf person so they can see me signing. So if I could not explain to them what my father's condition was and what it was, my father would have died.
The app also benefits staff at the mall.
When we deal with serving deaf people, some of the challenges are that we've got a communication barrier. So we don't understand what they want or what they need from us to be able to serve them the best way that we can. I think it's a brilliant initiative for anybody that's shopping at the mall, because as people we need to communicate and we need to understand each other. So if a deaf person is trying to shop, they are able to shop. But if also they want to communicate to other people in the mall, ask them for directions or ask them for parking or whatever issues that they have, they're able to communicate with other people without any barriers.
After settling down, Uvini finally places an order.
The chai tea with almond milk, please.
All right. So in the beginning, I was a bit scared to talk with a hearing person because will they understand me? Will they know that I need to write to them? So you had that nervousness. But since we have the app and the QR code, if you want to talk to me, I just connect to the app and then get the interpreter. And now I don't feel shy anymore. I have more confidence. I was stuck in a lift way back then. The space felt just getting smaller and smaller. And that was before we had the app and the QR code. And now if I press the button, it's a hearing person that responds to you and I cannot hear. But now with the app, I can then communicate because now somebody is there. I can use the intercom because the interpreter will hear and interpret to me. And just imagine you have no way communicating to the outside world and you're stuck.
Technology, empowering the deaf to take control of their conversations and making everyday interactions more seamless.
It's truly incredible. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, we've got something really special for the brides looking to tie the knot in style. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. Welcome back to Trendz Live. On to this now. It's that time of the year again when the town of Fitsburg bursts into color and celebration. Known as the cherry capital of the Free State, this small town doesn't just celebrate its fruit, it celebrates its people, its culture, and its love for soulful music. The Cherry Soul Sessions have become the heartbeat of the cherry season, bringing together R&B and soul lovers from all walks of life. We headed to Ficksburg to soak up the sounds, the style, and the spirit of this year's celebration. Have a look.
Every year, when the cherry season rolls into Ficksburg, the small town comes alive in the sweetest way, the Cherry Soul Sessions.
Okay, finally we could pin it down, the socialite, the founding member, the icon. We started back in 2022. When we came up with this concept, we were literally testing the waters to say that there's a lot of activities happening in my hometown of Ficksburg every November. But I realized that there was that niche in the market for the soul session. And I said, let me just test this. And it went well. So in 2022, we were testing the waters literally. 2023, we said, let's go bigger and better. 2024, we went majestic and magical. Now in 2025, we say this is the legacy in motion. We're preparing for next year when we turn all of 5 years. So we really are growing. There it is, Bongani Drama, Dali.
Yeah.
Is it just for the event or that's your hairstyle?
So my brand name is Bongani Drama for more than 15 years now in the entertainment business, where I've been emceeing quite often. I'm into acting and presenting as well. But also, how do you spot a Mercedes-Benz on the road with the sign? That's how you spot Bongani Drama, with the sign.
What was the theme for today, like the dress code theme for today?
Sure, so the theme today was nude with a touch of white. So I decided why not this, with a bit of champagne as well on the side. This was done by my designer Meana from Netherlands in Soweto. And we decided with this is my first outfit for the night. I've got my second fit later on.
This year's theme, Shades of White, turned the night into a canvas of style.
Finally, the cherries. Look at these. These are beautiful. How can I choose a nice cherry? You must hold your cherry like this, guys. And then you must eat it like the movies. Cherry is juan. Hey, is a juan cherry. Ah, is juan. Cherry has moving. Is what cherry. The cherry from the movies. You take it, you look at it, and then you are. I like your outfit. Tell me about the event. We could join.
It's lively, relaxing. For enjoy without disturbed by anyone. You got a picnic.
When the final song faded and the crowd began to drift away, Fitsburg's air still hummed with soul.
This is the DJ, Homeboy, my selector. Have you played yet?
No, I'm playing very late. I think I'm playing at 12 o'clock.
Yo, in fact,
I'm not even playing at 12. I'm playing at 1 a.m. I'm the last one.
Are people still listening to the music by then?
You'll be surprised. People love it.
Okay, you just played. How do you feel about your set? How do you feel about the crowd coming back second time around?
The crowd was nice. The crowd was beautiful, responsive, and everything was quite cool. How do I feel about my set? I think it was nice. It was beautiful because, I don't plan sets, honestly speaking. I just go with the energy that I receive from the crowd. So whatever they were giving me, I was giving back through music. That's all.
Tata crowd, the atmosphere, it's amazing. I mean, it's my third year now since Kitlamo. Crowd, they always dance to it. So it's been an amazing journey.
Like the cherries that marked the season, this festival continues to blossom.
Oh, that looks so fun. Now, as the wedding season takes center stage, we turn our spotlight to the world of bridal couture, where timeless elegance meets modern innovation. Joining us in studio tonight is none other than Rose Malteno, an acclaimed bridal and evening wear designer whose bespoke creations have graced some of South Africa's most formidable and memorable weddings. Known for blending eco-conscious craftsmanship with bold global trends, Malteno is here with us tonight to share her expert insights into the 2025 bridal fashion landscape. Rose, welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Look, I know that brides want to express their individuality through their dresses. How do you make sure that every bride's personality shines through in their wedding dress design?
It's about asking the right questions. I think that I'm the designer that actually cares very much about each of my clients. For me, the experience is about them. I'm the person who has got the skills to make their ideas come to life and to guide them, obviously, to help them to understand what's going to best suit them. But it's about asking questions about who they are, what their preferences are, and how they would like to show up on their special day.
Ooh, I love that. And I mean, we've got designs here in studio with us. Talk to me about this lace number. It looks very vintage, but very modern. Tell me about it, Rose.
So this is definitely demonstrating the key trends at the moment. It's got corsetry. Everything is about corsetry at the moment. It's got the basque waist, which is this deep V waist, a scoop neck, and then the lace up back. And then ball gowns are huge at the moment. So minimalism is also a trend. So something like this in a plain satin would also be quite trendy. But this is actually more broadcasting into 2026, where Chantilly lace is coming back into fashion. So it's this very, very, very delicate, romantic lace, not really blingy, but just that incredibly romantic, soft
Ooh, I love it. It also looks very, very timeless, a dress that you could pass down to your daughters. Let's chat about this dress really, really quickly. This looks like a matric dance dress. It's a very fun dress. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I mean, the other huge market is matric dance. So the matric dancers are still taking the same elements that are in fashion at the moment of the corset, but they're more about the bling. In South Africa, we are all about the bling and about the 3D details. We have taken a lot of inspiration from other African countries in the last couple of years, you know, from Nigeria a lot. So we're seeing people wanting elements of these 3D wire work, fully beaded details incorporated. So at the moment, my clients want bling, bling, a little bit more bling, and then add some 3D bling.
I love it. Listen, if you want to find out more, you can check them out at Molteno Couture. But that's unfortunately all we have time for this evening. But fear not, we're back again on your screen soon, exclusively to SABC News. I'm Nletisi, but you can call me Mne. Until next time, from my hearts to yours. Au revoir. Bye-bye.